So now it's
weird.
time for Alyson to tell us the moon update for July.
Have you heard anything about July yet?
No, but the way you're saying it makes it sound like it's not good.
Well, no, I don't think it's good or bad.
Okay.
But it's jam packed with like so much stuff going on. And I really don't think it's bad. It's just a lot. I guess I'll go through the weeks first.
Start at the beginning, and when you get to the end,
at the beginning,
stop.
The first week, the first week of July, on July 4th, we had a Mars and Uranus conjunction, and this is like literal fireworks in the sky, because Uranus is the planet that likes to shake things up, and Mars is the planet that likes to get aggravated. And in the sign of Gemini, which is very up, down, you don't know if it's good, you don't know if it's bad, it's not black, it's not white, it's like examining everything in between. And so just kicking off the month of July was like actual fireworks, astrologically speaking.
So when was the conjunction again?
July 4th.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh. You know, I think I saw, would it have looked like a giant star in the sky? Because they're so close together.
Oh, I don't know if we could see it with.
I don't know, because I saw a huge star in the sky on the 4th of July on our way home, and I was like, what is that? Like,
maybe
it looked, I mean, it had to, I thought it was a planet, but maybe
it was the mantids.
It's the mantids. Yeah, they're coming for me. Yeah. Huh.
It's interesting that you say that, because throughout the whole month of July, the planets are going to align in what they're calling a basket, or it kind of like looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like normally when they say we have this planet alignment, we can see it. So I don't know if maybe we will be able to see it. Because by the end of this month, they're all going to be aligned in a basket. And this supposedly hasn't happened in 250 years.
Oh, wow. 250 years. What a coincidence.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing about Uranus and Gemini is that the like American Revolution, the Civil War, all happened when Uranus was in Gemini, the other times that Uranus was in Gemini. So that's and Uranus is an outer planet, so it takes a really long time it's going to be in Gemini for a while. So lots of potential chaotic things and revolution kind of things can happen during that time period, but also like advancement in technology and things like that. So anyways,
I looked up the conjunction, and it said that you could see it in the pre-dawn hours for 45 to 90 minutes in the eastern sky, and Mars would have been a bright red orange point of light, and Uranus would have been extremely faint, but they would have been really close together. So that is not what I saw.
Venus looks kind of red too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
Maybe it was that.
Venus is always prominent. Venus is probably the easiest thing to see. Yeah.
Yeah. That may have been
besides the moon, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It just seemed bigger than normal that night. Anyway, continue.
It's possible. Well, I also want to say, I had to put that up there, but Fantasy Animal Vegans said they saw a huge heavenly body as well. Yeah. It's the mantids.
So I bet once they all align in that basket shape, I bet we will be able to see it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this week, Neptune is going retrograde in Aries. That's happening tomorrow, July 7th. And we talk a lot about Mercury retrograde, but Neptune retrograde isn't like chaotic like Mercury is, because Mercury is communication, and so much in our society relies on communication. So when communication is kind of halted or stunted, that's going to cause a lot of chaos. Neptune retrograde for me is kind of just an opportunity to maybe unearth subconscious things, to explore things that might be blocking your dreams. It really is just kind of like a rest, or like it gives you this opportunity to like relearn something in regards to subconscious energy, spiritual energy, psychic gifts, that sort of thing. Pluto is also retrograde at this time. So I always look at a Pluto retrograde as just a pause of the transformation. Like change is hard. So I don't mind it slowing down a little bit and taking one step at a time instead of just jump right into something really quick. So tomorrow, Neptune goes retrograde. It's going to be retrograde until December 12th. And I thought there was something significant about it going retrograde on 7/7 and going direct on 12/12. If anybody's interested in numerology, it feels 12, lucky. 12. It feels like we're given this opportunity to kind of like rebalance something and restructure and reorganize how we approach our dreams, how we are connecting to our subconscious energy, how I feel like it'll probably positively affect the shift that we are going through as well.
Good.
Yes. Venus goes into Virgo. It's currently in Leo. It's going to move into Virgo on July 9th. And we have Jupiter and Jupiter just moved into Leo. So we've got like a lot of this fiery, passionate kind of energy in the like at the end of June and the beginning of July. But when Venus moves into Virgo, it's a little bit more practical. It's like Leo's all fiery and passionate and running with your heart. But Virgo's like, okay, but like the practical things, the daily routines, do they snore? Or like what kind of annoying things do they do that like the day-to-day things that you have to get used to? So Leo's like, oh, I'm so in love with them, and Virgo's like, yeah, but what about all of these things? So Venus in Virgo is very practical, focusing on the daily routine sort of things. On July 12th, the sun conjoins Mercury, and this is in Cancer, and Mercury is retrograde right now. It went retrograde at the end of June. So when the sun and Mercury come together, it gives us this moment of clarity. So the theme with the Mercury retrograde in Cancer is about self-care. How are you communicating your needs? And are you taking care of your needs? So the lesson of a Mercury retrograde in Cancer is like, how are you approaching asking for help, needing help, asking for expressing your needs. So when the sun and Mercury come together, it gives us this opportunity to find clarity around those things. So if communication is off, if things are feeling a little wonky, when the sun and Mercury come together, it has this moment of clarity that you might be able to figure out how you're making your way through the Mercury retrograde, or the rest of the Mercury retrograde, which will be until July 23rd.
So the Mercury is going to be in retrograde, but then it joins with the sun.
So the sun is passing it, yeah, because the sun
provides a moment of clarity in the time of the retrograde.
Right.
Cool.
Then the following week, July 14th, we have our new moon in Cancer, which these new moons are closing out the moon cycle. So the sun's already been in Cancer. We've already explored themes of self-care. And now with this new moon in Cancer, you're able to kind of set those things in stone. Hopefully maybe Venus in Virgo gets you an idea of like your daily regular routines that you want to like start doing. Like the new moon is a good time to start new routines, specifically in regards to self-care with the Cancer new moon. But then right after that, on the 22nd, the sun moves into Leo. So if Jenny and I were born on the 22nd this year, we would be officially Leos and not Virgo. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We're talking about July. Never mind.
I was like, wait a minute. You're getting ahead of yourself there.
We would have been Cancer.
We would have been Virgos instead.
I'm getting ahead of myself because I did August too. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the sun moves into Leo. So we're officially in Leo season, and Jupiter is there as well, which just brings a lot of positive energy. Well, Jupiter will be in Leo for about a year. And this just gives us an opportunity to grow and expand in a very Leo-centered way when Jupiter is in Leo. So check whatever house Leo is in, and that's where you can expect to experience like good luck and good fortune, because I like to focus on the positive things when all of these other crazy things are happening. So check to see what your Leo house is, and that you can expect hopefully good positive things happening in that area of your life.
So if somebody was born on July 22nd this year, they would end up being a Leo, not a Cancer.
Right.
That's my brother, witness dude.
Oh.
Yeah, so he would be a Leo instead of a Cancer. Us cusp people are just weird anyway.
So July 23rd, Mercury goes direct. And so everybody likes to celebrate on that day. We made it through the crazy technical times. I really don't think we're going to be experiencing like technical difficulties just because of the Cancer energy. I think it's more emotional and expressing your needs and taking care of yourself, taking care of others, things like that. Then July 26th, Saturn goes retrograde. So by the end of this month, we are kind of in the first half of retrograde-apalooza. So by the end of July, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and then Chiron is going to go retrograde at the very beginning of August. So this is kind of the first half of the retrograde-apalooza that we're having this year. And at the very end of the month, we'll have our full moon in Aquarius, which is our last full moon before eclipse season. So that's a lot of stuff going on.
It is a lot
of stuff going
on. People are saying the basket, that when all of those planets go into alignment, that this is supposed to kick off the change of civilization, the change of humanity for the positive, for good.
Which you said the last time it happened was 250 years ago. And this is the 250th anniversary of the United States of America.
Yep.
Right.
Wow.
So it's interesting to look at the different dynamics of the new moon and the full moon. Normally we have a Cancer new moon with a Capricorn full moon. So that helps you do the work self-care balance, work rest balance. But with the new moon in Cancer and Aquarius energy, kind of has us looking at self-care, but also how you can take care of the collective. It's like balancing, like, because Aquarius is the community and the innovator, but it's innovating for the progression of society, the movement of society, evolution of society. So we're kind of looking at, are we taking care of ourselves, and how are we taking care of our community?
Appropriate for this year. And all the community things.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the community stuff. Yeah. And I feel like, I guess this has been coming up for a long time, but the self-care stuff too. Because like we were getting into that a little bit with Patty today too. But it seems like a theme that's been running across a lot of people.
I really thought that we would see a huge shift after 2020 of having shorter work weeks and more work from home. But it does kind of feel like we've gone. I mean, I think some places are doing more work from home and maybe less hours, but it seems like we've kind of gone back to the old normal.
Uh-huh.
I think so too. I think there was a moment there that it could change.
It was changing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody said, no.
Yep.